Hello, how are you? My name is Coretta, and I'm here. I'm new to YouTube. I'm a hairstylist, I'm a wife, mother, and I also create natural hair care and skincare products. So I'm creating this channel specifically for showing tutorials on how to take care of your natural hair, and also I have tips on skincare. I also like to do crafting. Sometimes I mix the two mediums where I can actually create some kind of craft project that coincides with me packaging my products. So you may see that as well. I also like to do some decorating. So you'll get a little bit of all kind of stuff on this channel. Mostly it would be for hair care and skincare. So I just finished washing my hair, shampooing, conditioning it. I'm going to go through all the steps. As I said before, I am new to YouTube, so some of my taping where I was not aware that you have to turn your camera landscape instead of portrait, you'll see the screen go back and forth. I'm sorry about that. This is probably my first video that I'm uploading to the public view, but I hope you enjoy the tips. This tip today has to do with what do you do with after vacation hair. I just came back from vacation, and my hair was frizzy, dry, due to seawater and pool water and just the hot sun in the Caribbean. So I had to give my hair some TLC. So I'm going through all the steps of what I did. It wasn't that many. I know some shampoo and day routines are very long and drawn out. It didn't take me that long. And I'm going to explain everything and what I used and why I used it. And you'll see as we go along. So as of this point, I am finished with the shampoo. I will probably do something else to style it before it completely dries, but this is the end result. I also have, I wish I had to do some retie, but I also have starter twists as well. So for those of you who know, starter twists are what you put in what you put in if you want to lock your hair, which is what my plan is to lock it. I did do the first retie a couple of weeks ago, so now I'm on another retie, so I have to, and it looks like my hair grew at least a quarter of an inch. Let's see. Yeah, about a quarter of an inch. My edges, and I will go through that with you guys. They have some slippage, so I have to redo those. But yes, I did it myself, and so yeah, you can have locked hair and still have it look like natural curls, which is exactly what my purpose was in doing that. I wanted it to still look like natural curls and not necessarily, braids. So I hope you enjoy the video, and thank you again, and please subscribe. Have a good, you'll see the rest of the video. You'll see the rest of the tutorial now. Good morning. Hello, I am back. So the question is, what do you do with after vacation hair? You know what you gotta do? You gotta wash it, you gotta condition it, you gotta give it some tender loving care. So this morning I started out in the shower with washing my hair, shampooing it. Let me bring my shampoo bar in here. Hold on. All right, so I started out using my hibiscus tea shampoo bar. Has hibiscus tea and some sea moss in there. And why a gnat trying to bother me today? And oils like olive oil, coconut oil, and also, what else did I put in there? Grapeseed oil, and also shea butter. I always super fat my soaps with shea butter, because it gives it a really nice conditioning, moisturizing feel to the soap. So this is what I have. I'm gonna open this door so that my mat can get out. So I started out with this in the shower, hair nice and showered. Now, vacation can take a toll on your hair, the sun, the seawater, the chlorine in the pool, all that stuff. When you do have chlorine in your hair because of the pool, you should rinse your hair out right after that. So I did that. But just to really do my whole shampoo routine, this is what I'm doing like 2 days after vacation. So I did start out with this. This is it's a very moisturizing shampoo soap. Cleansing and moisturizing. So, and you know your hair is clean when you get that squeaky, you get that squeakiness, that means it's clean. Now, the thing is once it's squeaky clean, you have also rinsed out the natural oils that were within the scalp and that filters through the hair. You have rinsed all that out. You have washed all that out until your body, your scalp, regenerates the oils again and then distribute them through each hair shaft. So until that happens, you should replenish with some oils. Not just putting oils on top of your hair and just say, okay, I got some oils. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at the shampoo level, this wash day, this is also the day where I like to, if I need to, replenish the oils, and that's some nourishment or food for your hair. So this is what I'm going to do. So I've already shampooed my hair. My next step is I do basically 2 conditioning treatments. I do like a conditioning protein kind of treatment. You don't need to do that all the time, but every now and then you do need that, and that strengthens the hair. So I have a rice water tea rinse that I use, and I create that. And then after that, I let that sit for a couple minutes, put a cap on. You can let your body heat just, filter it through when you put the cap on, or you can sit under the dryer, or you can put a hot towel on your head on top of the cap. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hot oil treatment, and I'll show you that when I get to that point, the hot oil treatment, and then I'm going to do my, along with the hot oil treatment, I'm using 2. The hot oil treatment is the oil, which is my balancing oil, and then I'm also going to add the conditioner, which is my deep conditioner cream. And that is a shea butter based cream, which I will show you that when I get to that point. So at this point right now, I'm just going to saturate my hair with the protein, and the rice water treatment. Basically, that's what it is. And so actually I have some that I could just pour over top of my head, but for the sake of the camera, I'm spraying it in. I also added some essential oils because it smells good, and it also helps to open up the scalp, the pores, because it really feels good, like, a little bit of peppermint or rosemary or something like that. which all those are good for the hair too. So I'll be back as I get through. My shampoo day has also been condensed to just basically these few steps. I used to have like 7, 8, 11, 12 steps, and now I don't have to do all that. There are some other steps you can add to it if you need a hair mask and you need, some other treatment for if you have dry breakage. There are other steps, but I don't have to do that. Once your hair gets to a point where it's in a good, healthy state, you don't have to keep adding every step every single time you wash your hair. You can condense it down to probably about 5 steps, maybe 5 or 6, and then you only add on as needed, or periodically every quarter or every other month you may need certain things, because based on your lifestyle, okay, if I'm exercising too much and I'm outside too much and I'm getting all kind of pollen and different things in my hair, maybe I need a hair mask because I really need to get this residue off my hair. We're using a whole bunch of product and it's causing buildup. I don't use a whole bunch of product. I use what I use at the shampoo stage, and then throughout the week or so, a little bit of oil, and that's it. I don't use a whole bunch of products and heavy layered products that are going to leave residue on my hair. As I mentioned before, I try to use things that are going to absorb into the hair, which is going to help benefit the hair, instead of just sitting on the hair and leaving residue or stickiness, I don't use all that. So I don't have to use and put a whole bunch of detoxing and clarifying shampoos that's stripping. I don't have to do all that. So that's where the products that I create, I try to create things that are going to be nutritious for your hair. So this is where we are. So I'm going to continue to do the rice water treatment, and then after I do that, I move on to the hot oil stage, and I'll show you that when I get back.